Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this purple look because in my last video when I was redoing my everyday makeup drawer, I saw these two palettes, in particular the purples in these two palettes, the Ugly palette and the Novel Cosmetics Dreamy palette, and I was just really inspired to create a look with them. I felt like they would make a really pretty look together, and this is what I came up with. So if you want to see how I achieved this entire look, then just keep on watching, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, eyes, face primed, brows done. I'm gonna start off with, of course, my NYX Nude Matte Shadow and Dance the Tides. This is in my project pan, but it's very similar to my skin. And yes, I am listening to music today because the way that my ADHD is set up right now, if I don't have music continually playing, like, I just don't get anything done. I can't find the motivation to move. So, and I'm just lightly dusting that in the crease. I just want something to kind of soften the purples that I'm going to be using, because I've just been thinking about these purples ever since my last video, like where I was cleaning out or switching out rather, my makeup for the fall, and I just haven't been able to stop thinking about making a look with those two purples that I had, you know, shown in the, what is that called, the eyeshadow, that's what it's called, portion. So I was talking in particular about these two palettes. The first one that we're going to dip into now that we have, you know, just a blending out shade is going to be the Ugly palette. We're going to go in with this color Abstract, and it's just a very vibrant purple. I accidentally dipped my finger into it, and my finger, you know, was like covered with the pigment, I guess. So I'm really excited to use this. I don't think I've ever used this on my eyes, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid after I get some of these cat hairs off. Oh no, that one was just a splayed brush hair. I might need to go through and cut some of the brushes. I've had a lot of these brushes for years, and like I said, I'm just putting that all over the lid. Like, for instance, this brush is from the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, and I got rid of that a few years ago now. I haven't used this bright of a color or even just bold of a color. I don't know. I feel like when I do colorful looks, I definitely keep it more on like the green, earthy type of shades, oranges even. I hardly use purples. I don't know. Purple is a color that a lot of people compliment on me, but on myself, I'm just like, sometimes. I don't love all purples, even though I'll admit I do like a more blue tone purple like this one than a warm tone purple, which is very interesting considering, again, I feel like gravitate toward more warm tone colors. So I'm going to actually take a different blending brush. This is a little bit more of a pointed blending brush from Persona Cosmetics, and I'm going to take just a hair of the purple and blend that into the crease as well. Purples are apparently a very difficult shade to formulate well, which is why we don't have a lot of purple centered palettes, I feel. Me listening to music while doing this means that you guys might get some authentic musical moments from me of singing, because some songs just like hit. I feel like it's, you know, having a hard time sticking right here. I also did use a new primer because I finished up the primer that I've been using for years and that I love, the Milani primer. So today I'm using the e.l.f. This is their Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. It's their one that's like $2 or $3. Okay, now I'm going to take my original first blending shade or brush and then maybe a little bit more of this shade to try to help blend out the upper edges. It is admittedly maybe a little bit patchy. I don't know if, again, that's the palette or the shadow primer. I don't know. I'll have to like test out the shadow primer with more, but we're going to top it off with this shade from the Nabla Cosmetics Dreamy 2 palette anyway. And usually shimmery shades are a little bit easier to work with, especially like shimmery purple shades, so hopefully this will help. And we might dip into this shade. It's Mirabilla. It's really pretty, but I think we're gonna go in with Rem. I'm gonna focus that mainly in the middle of my eye, but depending on how things go, we may, you know, focus it other places or like put it all the way over. That's a really pretty shade. And then on either side of the purple, I'm gonna go back in with the original shade and you know, shader brush that had the purple in it and kind of pack on the sides. Okay, that's it for the eyes right now. The complexion is probably gonna be a little boring because it's just gonna be the same complexion products that I use in my project pan. So Born This Way concealer. I'm gonna finish these though. You know, here we are with this concealer. There's just so much at the bottom, you know. Once you take out the stopper of products, you really notice how much is left over. And part of me is just like, is there a way that we can minimize this level of, you know, waste? I get that the stopper helps control the amount of product that's coming out, but if we're getting so much left over, like this seemed like it was basically done before I took the stopper out. So like, why are makeup companies not innovating in that way more? That's not the brush that I wanted. I also mixed in the Haley's Beauty Concealer because this is the other one that is basically what I'm using to also finish it up, but try to lighten the Too Faced one because it's a little bit deep for my current complexion. And then foundation, Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation stick, which is, again, we're getting so close, but honestly I have not put on a lot of makeup more recently, so I haven't seen a lot of progress on my Project Pan products and just, you know, things in general. I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling pretty down, pretty depressed, and not even depressed, like I used to feel depressed in like a feeling sad way. Like I had a very sad feel, like I've never felt as much of the emptiness type of depression, like the, you know, I feel like I'm just kind of floating in the world and everyone else is doing their thing and I just don't really have any place in the world. I'm trying not to cry because it would be tragic to cry this off before, you know, getting to the end. But that's just kind of how I've been feeling a lot lately. A lot hasn't been working out well for me. The apartment hunt has been really bad. I might just have to like re-sign my lease here, even though I really don't want to, and I don't want to be paying almost $1,800 for rent, and I really want to move into a cheaper place. You know, if you can't find that cheaper place to move into, then I don't want to like waste my money moving to just another place that I'm not gonna love. Like I might as well stay here if that's the case. So here, that's what we've been dealing with, that's what we've been going through. But I felt a little bit motivated to film today, so I'm actually filming. And I think cleaning out my makeup or switching out my makeup definitely helped with wanting to get the creative juices flowing again, because obviously here I am in a little purple my music cut off. but I'm in like a purple galaxy look, so. Oh, this is the Kosas Cloud Set powder, by the way. I don't remember what I was saying exactly before my music cut off and that distracted me. As I think I was saying, I don't want to just move into another place that I only half love or am just moving into because it's practical for me. I'd rather stay here than to, again, uproot my life and the cat and all of that stuff, just to feel like I'm still in a place that I don't really like. So I'm trying to figure all of that out. It's a lot, but I mean, this is, again, a butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. Listen up, y'all, because this is it. The beat that I'm banging is delicious. My delicious definition make the bozo loco. They want my dresser so they get the pleasures from my photos. You can see me, you can squeeze me. I ain't easy. Y'all don't know this. Y'all did not grow up on this. Like, this was one of the few CDs that like we had physically. We weren't allowed to listen to a lot of like pop and rap, hip hop, anything like that growing up, because I grew up in a little bit more of a traditional fundamentalist Christian household, despite the fact that we listened to like my parents' R&B and stuff like that. Anyway, like we weren't allowed to listen to Eminem. We're not allowed to listen to the Black Eyed Peas, but for some reason Fergie like going solo skirted around that. But like when I say that we were raised on this literal CD, me and my sisters could probably sing every single song front to back on the whole entire record. Like, anyway, back in with the eyes now that we've done with bronzer. I'm going to take the Abstract purple shade and run that along the lower lash line. And then I'll probably mirror what I did on top by putting a little bit of the rim shade from the Dreamy 2 palette in the middle. Make it crazy. Also, we don't give enough credit to the fact that some of these artists are the reason that people can spell certain words. Like, I mean, tasty isn't that difficult of a word, but did this song help me learn how to spell it? Yeah. Did it help me spell delicious? Yeah. Did Gwen Stefani help me learn how to spell banana? Banana I did struggle with. Words that have a lot of like repeating letters I struggle with a lot, as well as words that have certain like inflections in them, like the word schedule. That one for some reason used to trip me up a lot. Just working on my fitness, he's my witness. Then into the Dreamy 2, the rim shade, just putting that like in the middle of the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the Mirabilla shade, which is that light, it almost looks like a periwinkle shade, and I'm going to put that on the inner corners. To the L-I-C-I-O-U-S to the D, to the E, to the L-I-C-I-O-U-S to the D, to the E, to the L-I-C-I-O-U-S to the D, to the E, to the to the A, to the S-D. Wine girl, you tasty. Blush is going to be the hardest part because I never know what to pair with these types of looks, because a lot of my purplish blushes are like more burgundy purple than like cool tone blue or even lilac purple. I even feel like Flower Beauty Bitten is a little bit more like warm berry tone. So what I might do is just make it a light pink type of shade by adding in the one that is in my project pan, which is the cinnamon shade, because I feel like I can probably get away with more of a light pink than I could even like a berry. Let me see. Yeah, I think I want just a little bit. It's real life. I'm just going to use my same ColourPop Drop of the Hat highlight. I know it's a little bit more on the like golden side, but I feel like on my skin it doesn't really translate to golden. It just kind of translates to a little bit of, you know, like spotlight. I don't really know what I'm saying right now. You can definitely tell, I think, that there's quite a bit of fallout from, you know, this shade, but it's okay. I don't personally mind fallout from eyeshadow looks. I feel like it's just kind of the creative, you know, switch off or trade off that you get. Faux freckles, of course. Yes, but I will sign. You got that James Dean daydream look in your eye, and I got the red lip classic thing that you like. Crashing down, we come back every time, 'cause we never go out of style. And in style, long hair, slick back, like t-shirt, and I got the good girl thing in a tight little skirt. We come back every time, 'cause we never go out of style. We never go out of style. So it goes. He can't keep his eyes on the road. Takes me home. We're taking off his clothes. You've been out and about with some other girl. With some other girl. About that James Dean daydream look in your eyes. And we go crashing down. You'll come back every time. I'm actually trying a new mascara today because the other one that I had, the Honest Beauty one, loved it, used it to the bone. It's like really dried up now. So this is the e.l.f. Lash Extender mascara. I want to say that this is their tubing mascara. Yeah, they have a tubing mascara, which is basically where you can take it off with water and it just kind of comes off in little tubes. And yeah, I wanted to try it out. I saw it at the store. I've actually had it like in my reserves for a while, but I feel like e.l.f. mascaras have always been pretty hit or miss in the past. You got that James Dean daydream look in your eye, and I got the red lip classic thing that you like. Trapped inside, forced to play your hand. Hatred. I said the kids don't stand a chance. I said the kids don't stand a chance. Let's use the Fenty Beauty. This is the Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Unveil. I really wanted to do like a matching purple lip, but I don't think I really have purple lipsticks like that. At least none that I want to wear today. So this is kind of like a brown with a purpley undertone. And I like using these for like a blotted lip look, honestly. Even though it does seem to turn a little bit more warm toned. But that's okay. Yeah, it's definitely much more warm toned than I remember it being. This used to be really cool on me. Maybe because my skin used to be a little bit, you know, deeper. I think to try to make that a little bit more purple, I'm going to take this Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper from Milani in the shade Rosewood. This might be discontinued, but I feel like it will give it a little bit more of like a lilac-y, like, I guess, slay to it. I don't know if that really did much. made it like maybe a hint more cool tone. I feel like it's more noticeable in real life than with like the lights and everything. But yeah, that is the look. I think this is very dramatic. It's a lot more than what I've worn in a really long time, but I do like it. I think it's really pretty. I would wear it if I was like going somewhere in which I would be like wanting to channel almost a galaxy theme, I guess. But yeah, it's really, I mean, it's nice. I do need to go grocery shopping, so I feel a little bit insecure about wearing this grocery shopping, but I guess, you know, it's like I used to wear makeup like this all of the time, and the older that I got, I feel like along with the COVID outbreak and all of that, and just in general learning more about my mental health, that I've almost regressed in a lot of ways. So I'm trying to like find that version of me again, I guess. But anyway, this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to go ahead and find something to eat because I'm a bit hungry, and I will talk to you guys in the next one, and hope you're staying safe and healthy wherever you are when you're watching this. Bye guys.